All right, you're in the pocket with DJ Butter B and Dre. I got a special guest today. Goes by the name Rick. Real name Ricardo Gomez. um, you want to introduce yourself a little bit? Tell about the people a little bit about you.
Of course, name's Rick. Play football North. Been there for about 3 years, and I just run the ball right behind me. That's all you gotta do.
You heard him.
Just run the ball right behind me.
Hey, and if y'all don't know, this is Big 70 out there. And like he said, just run the ball behind him. The tape tells the whole story. You watch the tape, see how this man get down. So, just some questions about just you coming into football. You want to give a little bit of your background on how you came up and how you got introduced to football?
Oh yeah, of course. I had came down here from Cali around the 6th grade. I didn't know what football was, not tackle, guard, or like nothing. I came down here around 6th grade, and a coach had seen me. He was like, "Hey, like, do you play any sports or anything like that?" I said basketball, but in his eyes, he said football. So I was like, all right, I'll just give it a try. He was like, "You will be a mean guard or center or tackle." I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'll just give it a try. And then it was 7th grade. I came down for football practice, and ever since then, I've just been in love with the game. Even though I didn't know what it was from the start or what it held for me, I fell in love with it as soon as I put on those pads for the first time.
So with that being said, you said basketball when you came down. So I'm gonna just go back real quick. Being out LA area, East LA to be exact. What other sports were you playing out there before you really discovered football?
I played basketball. That was my main sport. Point guard.
Ooh, that was
point guard. I played a little bit of soccer, just a little bit of everything. But my main sport out there was basketball because I didn't know what football was. It wasn't a big thing in Cali. Over there, they just play ball. That's all they do. Nothing football wise. And once I came down here, I was like, man, like I'm just excited to play like some ball. And since then, it's just been football, not really basketball at all.
More. That's cool. That's cool. So when you say ever since you put the pads on, what was it about the pads that just made you say, "This is it. I found it. I found what I wanted to do in this regard, in sports world."
I feel like the first team practice in pads we had, and I still like think about it to this day. It's whenever we first hit people. And I remember just getting the stance. I'm like, all right, I don't know what this is, but I'll just give it a try. I remember just going down the field, just hitting. I'm like, man, like, bro, this is fun.
This is legal.
This is fun. I know exactly what I said. I'm like, man, hold on. And then just playing out, I'm like, and after practice, like, yeah, this is something I just want to do. Because I feel like you being out there in those pads, like you are you out there. And it just gives you a type of comfort or safe place for you to be you out there and just think about all those bad things that happen to you or the stress that you have, and you just go out there and just take it all in. You go hit someone, it's fine. You go just keep going, play after play, just hit them, and like just seeing the love of football leave their eyes, that's what really keeps.
So that's your mindset. You just like to dominate until they lifeless in their eyes.
Until I see that. Until I see his eyes shaking and then his hand, especially like going down his hands, I'm like, bro, like you are in for a long night.
So what's the best feeling when you across from that defensive player in that first, and it's a run play, so you just gonna be able to get loose, and it's basically I get the opportunity to just basically be like Hulk smash. Yeah. I see it, I go. Like what feeling is that when you line up and you hear? You're in the huddle and the quarterback says, "Hey, we running this to your side."
It feels great, especially if I'm going up against a guy that's been all hyped all week, and teachers, just people in the school are saying, "Man, like he's like, he's good. He got offers." Like, all right, see how it is. And once I see that I'm just going after him play by play and he just can't stand it, I'm like, bro, like, it feels like I'm trying to take something that's not yours. I feel like if I'm going out there and proving that you are not worth the hype, that's worth my time. If I feel like you are not worth the hype, or like you just not worth my time, be like, man, like you ain't worth all this.
Hey man, Rick, you got me about to line up beside you, dog. I mean, you got me ready, dog. Hey, look, currently you're at a 3.2 GPA.
Yes, sir.
Um, how do you balance academics and athleticism
Yeah.
at this point in time?
At this point in time, I feel like I've been pretty good at it, but I remember my freshman year was bad because I thought it was football first and then sports,
Right.
until I got into like scouts and recruits, and they told me like, hey, like how's your grades and all that. And freshman year, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that good, that good at all. Until I was like, man, like I have to see that football is how I get free school.
Right.
So I took that into heart. I'm like, man, if I don't do my stuff in school, I just won't play football in college, or like at that good level. So it was my end of the sophomore year. I'm like, man, like I just got to go to work and grades, and that's what I took care of all sophomore summer. I took some extra classes to boost that GPA up, grab some few credit, grab some few extra credits, and then ever since then I've been on it. If I say like my grades at a 75, I might kind of do anything to get to an 80 or an 85. Because I don't want to be in that point where I'm like, man, like my it's not good enough to get into school.
So how is that? How is school pushed at home with your mom
Oh,
and all that? How is that? How does she see school with you? Like she like, yeah, get the grades to go to college,
mhm.
or she's like, do what you need to do, and at that point
Yeah.
she
She's very big on grades, especially since I'm gonna get to the age where I'm gonna be on my own for the next 4 years. She was like, I trust you in what you do, but just remember grades, grades, grades. Like you can't do nothing without your grades and your school being great first, and then you go play football.
right,
Because in her eyes, it's like if you take care of your grades, football will always be there.
right. Well, that's good. And also with that being said, speaking about your mom
Yeah.
and your family and stuff, can you kind of give us a little bit about how they motivate you
Oh
in this
yeah.
process, and just you know kind of just how the structure is?
Yeah. At first, my mom did not approve of football at all. Not at all. She thought it was a rough sport for me. Didn't think I could handle it, or just because there has been time in the past where my uncle or my cousins have played football, and it didn't really work out for them, or they got hurt pretty bad, and they said quits. And I told her like, hey, like just a chance for me, like let me go give myself a chance out here, and if I like it, I'll stay. If I don't, then I just won't. And then it really, really clicked for her at the end of my sophomore year. She's like, "Hey, like, this is the sport for you. Like, I see how you play out there, how you live so free. Like, this is you, you know." And she's been very big about you be you out there. Like, I will watch from the stands and always be there for you, but you worry about your job and your game, because at the end of the day, it's always going to be you out there.
Right. Got any siblings?
I got a younger sister. She's a junior right now.
How
Uh,
does she feel when she gets word that her brother got a game and you out there
man,
just doing work? Like how does she look at you?
everybody knows her by Big Rick's sister.
Okay.
Everybody know that's what's her main thing. Her freshman and sophomore year, he's like, "Hey, like, are you his sister and all that?" And like she'll say, "Yeah," and then they would go like, "Oh, like that's Big Rick's sister." And she was like, at first she hated it, but then as much as she got used to and see how I am on the field, she's like, "Yeah, like that's my brother," you know.
So how has that sibling relationship grown over time? Like you looking at it saying, like you said, she didn't really want to be Big Rick's sister, and now seems like she's kind of accepting it. It's kind of a badge of honor in a way.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I walk somewhere. Hey, my brother, Big Rick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
hey, let her in. That's Big Rick's sister.
Exactly.
How you feel that, and like, what does that mean to you to have her look at you in that way?
Gray, especially because she's kind of like my big fan in a way. Uh, she all like I remember she always says like just she's like just don't get hurt or don't hurt somebody if you have to, but like if you do, go ahead.
She's like, nah, go ahead and do work, bro. I know you.
Exactly.
Just don't get hurt. You don't get hurt.
Exactly.
I feel sorry for who's across from you. So I also heard that you do other sports. You've done other sports.
I do track. I'm going back this year, but last year I kind of quit it because I want to I think it was powerlifting very, very seriously. And I think I wouldn't say it's my best decision, but a decision that I feel like it was needed.
Okay.
I never done it before, never have, never tried it. And my first year last year was pretty good. I made it to state semifinals. Unfortunately, I dropped the bar on deadlift.
What was the weight?
It was 600. Ooh. I dropped it. I mean, it happens. It happens. I got DQ'd. But I plan on going back this year and actually going to state.
So we're gonna get back to football since that's why we're here. Recruitment wise, how is that going for you?
It's pretty good actually. I felt like I should have started way earlier than I did because I didn't really get into that part of my career towards the end of my junior year. Okay. I feel like I should have gone sooner, especially probably up my sophomore year, especially since I did start all 10 games on varsity. I felt like I should have started way sooner because I feel like I would have got more looks I am getting now, and maybe gone for more offers than I did have now.
So with that being said, what's your ideal school?
Ideal school. My ideal program wise would be a culture set program. Okay. Like there is a standard that's held up there high. Something where you have to go out there and do it. If not, then you're out. I want to be a part of something that's growing as fast as they can, and just being the best and being fast, and just go out there and be you and just beat the man in front of you every time. I just want to be a part of a great offensive line, their culture set, just something where we're all close together, but we always want to beat each other. Okay. Especially on the field and off the field.
So currently, what position are you currently playing?
I play currently left tackle.
Okay. Is that the only position you would stick at?
No, I would definitely play center.
That's where
center, left guard.
You want to be that guy.
Center, especially. That's something I've been trying to get for a really long time. But, we don't have that much size at tackle. So I was like, all right, I'll just go play tackle.
So you say you'll be the team player,
center.
But if they gave you the opportunity.
But center, man, I'm going to take every bit of those reps. I'm telling you right now.
If you could look in the camera and tell scout recruiter out there, if you get me, what you get with that, what the package is, what would you tell them?
You are going to get a guy that's going to be fast, smart, on and off the field. A guy who's going to come in day out, just work until I can show you, like, hey, like, this is the spot for me. And I'm going to show you why you should start me over the person in front of me, and why I'm going to be the best offensive lineman that you've coached by far. And why I'm so good at what I am is because I just work until I can't work no more.
So you would say with that message to the recruiter or the scout, you coming in full-fledged Ravy dog. Right. Like you about to give it all you got.
All I got. Because at the end of the day, when you go to bed, you don't know if you're going to wake up or not.
Right.
So why am I going to hold back on a rep, saying for squat or bench? Like, you on your last rep and you trying to give it all you got, and you just going to quit. Like, you don't know if that's the last road that you was gonna take.
Right. So how did you get this mindset? Like what background or what adversity have you been through that makes you so hungry, like so relentless in doing what you see fit? Like what did you run across and say, you know what, my mind shifted?
Let's say my mom especially, she's a single parent mom, and just seeing her, sometimes being at her best, sometimes being at her worst. I've seen that like I could be the one that gets her out of certain things. I feel like me doing what I can do for her shows that like, hey, like don't worry about this now, but later, like I'm gonna take care of it. You know, and I feel like just seeing her at her worst and at her best has pushed me to the point where I'm like, man, like we all come from different backgrounds, storytells, and all that. And especially from what I've been through, what other people have been through, I've shifted to a mindset where it's like, you don't know me, and I don't know you.
Right.
So you have no point to tell me what I can and cannot do, because I'll show you, but at the same time, like I'm gonna work you too.
Right. I know you talked about your mom.
Yeah.
Do we have a lot of male figures that is helping us on this journey? And how do
Um,
they feel about you on this football journey?
I'm gonna say my grandpa, my uncle, and
You can say their names, man.
oh, sorry.
You get their shout outs. You can
Ruben
talk.
Carrera's my grandpa. Danny Carrera's my uncle, and a close friend, a close family friend, Travis Summers. He especially has helped me grown as a man and who I am now, and has gave me great advice. Especially my grandpa too. Like he's taught me everything that I know now. About cars, certain things about girls and all that. Especially,
what's your favorite car?
Chevy Impala.
Hey, don't mess it up. Abuelo gonna be mad. You mess it up, bro.
Chevy Impala, a 1998 Ford Mustang, and a 1998 Nissan GT.
What year the Impala though? We 57 or we keeping
60s, low key.
60s.
60s.
We put some things on it. We put some things.
I'm gonna put some hydraulics on that thing. Gonna put some studs and start bumping.
So which one would be your first car? If you had the bread and you was walking out, what would be that first car that you would get?
First car?
Yeah, because you got to get it for grandpa. So you either getting it for grandpa or you getting it for yourself. But either way, he gonna be able to drive it. So
Impala. Impala.
1960.
1960 Impala.
What color?
Ooh, want to say red, velvet red.
Ooh, with the flakes.
Yes,
you put the flakes. You already know. He put the flakes in it.
You already know.
Oh, that's what's up. But nah, man, go ahead and finish your how you feel about the men in your family and how they help shape you.
Man, my uncle especially, like he's been a great person to me. He has kept me in the mindset where it's like, don't worry about nothing. Like you go and do you.
Right.
Because I know you are capable of doing those things. Just because how I've seen you work. Because I have worked out with him before, and like he's like, man, bro, you. He told me one time, he's like, you are too big to be doing all this.
So are you big? Are you the biggest one?
My family, yeah, hands down.
Hands down. The uncles and grandpa, they not even they
don't stand a chance with me. I'll tell you that right now.
So you said you took him out to the gym to work him out.
My uncle cannot last an hour in that gym. I promise you that right now.
He said, man, what are you doing?
No,
he said, bro, you gonna be great. You doing all this? That's what's up. And so with the team wise, how is there any players that you ran across that basically say, hey, man, you can do it. Let me show you the way. Let me give you the ropes. You want to shout out a couple of them?
Yeah, I do. We go first one. We go Colin Hitchcock, Nate Markowitz, Zion Carter, Jaden Walker, Justin Zadeb, Josh Kilman, Damon Donahue. There's a few more. Cam especially, Greg, Orlandis, JT, Reed Heisel, Brandon Markowitz, Namdi, Brandon Powell especially.
So what do those gentlemen mean to you when you talk about just the fellowship and brotherhood of being on the McKinney North team?
We were all close. Like as soon as they did not have to talk to me at all. They not say a word. But as soon as that first day of off season hit, they were on me. Especially Nate and Jaywalk. I remember the first day of after. That's something we had after school.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing power clean. Tell me why he put on 225 for power clean, saying, "Come on,
let's
come
go."
On, you got." I'm like, "No, I don't. Look at the weight. I never done it before." But that showed me don't ever be scared because you don't know if you can do it or not.
Right.
If you're is it like it all starts right here,
right.
all right there. If you feel any doubt, you are going to doubt yourself.
Right.
If you have any doubt of self, confidence in yourself, you are going to doubt yourself, and you're going to make multiple busts by far. And I feel like that's what I struggled very hardly at first in my career was
self-esteem.
Yeah, self-esteem. I was probably like 225 freshman year. By the end of the freshman off season, I was like 260.
Ooh.
I got big.
Bucked up.
I got big, but Zion kept bullying me for some reason. But it's another story.
So with that also being said, I'm gonna move over to just kind of you in your senior year. You've got some recruitment offers.
Yeah.
You want to speak on that and just how did that feel when you got your first offer?
When I got my first offer, I was shook at first. I didn't actually believe it. I remember I had to ask the coach twice, is this an offer? He was like, yes, this is an offer to play football. I was like, okay, I got you. And then I remember going to the locker room. I was like, bro, I just got my first offer. Screaming around the locker room.
So who was the offer from?
It was from Missouri Southern.
Okay,
Missouri Southern. Yeah, Missouri Southern.
Shout out. I just said shout out to Missouri Southern.
Man, shout out to man.
That first offer. So how did it feel like when you told your mom, Mom, I got an offer to go play ball? How did I know you was ready to go home.
I was ready to go home.
Texted or so. You told somebody. And you probably almost started crying yo, this is real.
The first person I told was my best friend. Her name's Kelsey. Immediately I was like, bro, you won't believe it. She's like, what? I just got my first offer, and then me and her were just started going crazy. And I was like, bro, I just couldn't believe it. Because I was like, man, am I that good enough to play college football? And then for a coach to, go to you, I just couldn't be like, hey, we're going to offer you. I was like, man, that pushed me even more. I was like, all right, now I got one. Now I want more.
It started getting real.
It started getting real from that point on. I was like, man, I just want to go.
So with that, recruitment and stuff like that, and this is being one of your final years, what does a successful season look like to you?
Successful season.
In your own accolades for team and your personal accolades. What does a successful season looks like to you?
Breaking the hog record in the offensive lineman room.
What's the hog record?
Hog record is the amount of pancakes you have in a season.
So what's the record?
The record is 35.
How many you got?
I got 17.
You got some work to do.
I do. I know,
especially there though. You got some work to do.
Being out for 2 games, especially, did kind of put me back a little bit, but determined. And that record was set by my left guard last year.
Also, being your senior year, and at some point you're gonna have to walk away from high school.
Yeah.
What's the legacy you want to leave with your teammates, with your coaches, with your fans, with your family watching you play your last game?
Yeah.
on that high school field? What's that legacy you want to leave?
I want every person who see me play, like, no matter what I had going on at home, like, I would just go in and just work. Because at the end of the day, the person right in front of you doesn't care how you feel. And the person who is going to play right beside you is going to count on you to do your job.
Yeah.
And I just want to leave it like, no matter what you got going on at home, how you feel or how you do in life, there's always something to look forward to. Because, man, at times I'm like, man, like, I don't want to go to practice, but like at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm gonna go because like I love this. Don't care if you're sore, tired, you're sleepy, man, you are sick. Just go and work because at the end of the day, like, it's all gonna matter once you are it's 4th and 1 and you need 5 or 2 yards to just go up and just keep going.
So I'm glad you brought that up because I'm gonna bring a scenario up.
Yeah.
When it's 4th and 1 in inches, and you know they run into your side, does that just put a different? Does your blood just start running a lot faster when you know, like, hey, I got this dude across from me, and I know it's a running play, and it's 4th and 1, and they depended on me, because they know they coming to my side, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna get a yard. Like, how does that feel? Like, what's the mindset of that?
My mindset is to put that guy on his side bleacher.
That's what
put him in the bleachers. And I tell the old line this the whole time, like, it don't matter who's in front of you or who is behind you, just go. Run your feet, run your block, and everything will take care of itself.
All right, man. So we're going to do the in the pocket quick hits.
All right, let's go.
All right. So with this, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I just need you to answer what first comes to mind. All right. We ain't thinking too hard,
Okay.
We're gonna keep it real basic. But what's your favorite pregame meal?
Pregame meal, chicken and pasta.
All right. Do you listen to hyphy or crunk music?
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Was your dream college?
Dream college?
Yep.
Texas all the way. UT.
Favorite school subject?
Ooh. History.
What's one word a teammate would use to describe you?
Mad.
What's your favorite football team?
Football team. College or NFL?
NFL.
NFL. I don't got one.
Okay.
I got one.
Favorite quote or motto you live by?
Live now, breathe later.
Mm-hmm. All right. And the last question is, finish this sentence. Big Rick is
too good for you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank y'all for taking the time out listening to us today. Again, this is Ricardo Gomez, also known as Big Rick, Big 7-0. You can catch him in McKinney North doing damage, throwing people around, getting pancakes. And, man, I hope you hit that goal. And good luck to you, my guy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. This is In the Pocket, and we out, man. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.